Okay, this is a movie analysis. My name is Adiba Farah binti Rosli. The number ID AM2011008202. The subject is ECE 3103, Principle of Children Behavior Management for Section 2. The title movie Kids Out There and Kid Heart Story Family. This is our content for the introduction, significance of movie, summary of movie, analysis of movie, and the conclusion. We have the introduction. The name of the movie that I have choose is Kids Heart Story Family and Kids Day Out. It's a 1994 American adventure comedy film directed and written by Patrick Reed Johnson and produced by John Hires. Co-stars include Joe Mantegana, Lara Flynn Boyle, Joe Pantoliano, and Brian Heller. The narrative revolves around the abduction of a Rush kid by three criminals, his next escape, and his journey across Chicago while being chased by criminals. The movie was published in 2017. In this movie, there are several characters, which is a mother with a 6-year-old child. Her son is named Tofu, while his mother is named Tia. About this movie is that a child often makes mistake and gets a reprimand from his mother. When her mother reprimands her action, her mother will be associated with a short story that can make her son aware of his gap. The significance of movie. The kid turns out to be smarter than the kidnapper, and it managed to not only once gain advantage, but greatly hurt them in the process. It is a clever and funny movie suitable for small children. Overall, the movie manages to entertain everyone in the through city traffic, city zoos, and the most dangerous construction sites. The child is just the right age, able to crawl well enough, but has not caused fear, who is completely innocent. The best scene in the film is with a gorilla because the kids born with the simian and the gorilla protects him from the dangers of kidnappers. I was touched to see a kid who was always lying and having fun, and I really like it. What I can say more, but the kids they out still make me smile and reminds me of my childhood. The summary of movie. He tells a story about a 7-year-old boy, Tofu, who others behave negatively when it comes is doing unwanted thing. Her mother Tia often advises her by telling a simple story that can release Tofu's mistake. There are also a few brief stories that can be exemplary. Tofu is a good kid, but just a little naughty. Bit. As for the story, there is also a pure value that indicates the fragility of a mother and a child. When the crew release, he is fleeing. They start after the bus in their van, but their attempts are futile. Meanwhile, on the bus, Blink climbs into an obsessed lady luggage who gets off at the next station shortly after. When the criminals enter the bus, they realize Bing is not on board and pursues the lady, resulting in argument when she catches them. Bing creeps up to a spinning door at the entrance of a department shop and is pushed in by the analysis of movie. Based on this movie, there are some negative behavior exhibited by children. Among the negative behavior in the film is Tofu. He's a gluttonous eater by putting all his food into his mouth, and that's what he eats while talking. When she did her deed, her mother said, "How many times have I told you not to eat in such a hurry?" Tofu also apologized to her mother and promised not to do that again. Tofu also listened to his mother. Secondly, Tofu is also a person who doesn't like to learn until his mother consoled him by saying Tofu. Then Tofu defied his mother, was by saying the exam was slow again and there was more time to study. Her mother heard and opened up a fairy tale that said the treatment was made by Tofu. Next, the conclusion is in conclusion, children don't understand. Fear one of the scenes in the movie where the child was just looking over the ledge of an under construction skyscrapers and just grinned. It is because the baby didn't know anything about safety, but as adults, we go a bit too much to the other end of the spectrum. A middle ground is better. Next child are also a bundle of joy if you need cheering up and have the opportunity to spend some time with a baby. Try it. They are great for cheering you up, a fantastic happiness hack and mood booster. Finally, don't leave your child alone with strangers. This one is common sense, but one still keep in mind if it's a registered childminder, fair enough, but even then, make sure the person is who they say. With your child, you can never be too careful. That's all from me. Thank you.